I'll wait for everyone to come in. How are you guys? So today's topic is how to deal with rejection. Thank you for joining me. So this topic is very serious. It doesn't matter what age you are. We all deal with rejection and redirection, I should say. Tell me where you're from, and if you've ever dealt with rejection, let me know. This is a serious topic. I don't care if you're 16 or 55, you still deal with redirection and rejection. Whether it's in your career or in your love life, you all deal with rejection. So I'm gonna give you some steps. Oh, you're in the UK, wonderful. Tell me how lockdown is and if it's like back to normal. I would love to know. But I want to get through these steps really quickly, just so everyone can get this and get some knowledge, and really, hopefully, the right people come. That's my prayer, that the right people get this information and it can help a lot of people. So there are many reasons why we have to go through rejection, and it could be in your career, like I said, or it can be in a love relationship. And sometimes you don't know. I always like to say that rejection is God's protection. Sometimes you don't know the life plan God has for that person. So you don't know if they get sick or if they're just not a right match. Sometimes something happens in their lives that God just wants you to protect you from. Let's see, the cases are still rising and lockdown is not really salad right now. Wow, it's kind of half free, half stuck at home, definitely. I think in the US, I'm in Denver, as far as like the pandemic and lockdown, they're mandating masks again, I believe. And I've always been wearing my mask and I work from home. So, I mean, if I go out, I always wear my mask. If I walk my dog, I wear a mask. If I'm going out to eat, I wear my mask. Unless I'm eating and I try to like get takeout and not eat in a restaurant. And then I just try to keep my distance from other people. So I just think people are going through denial as far as like, the cases are still rising. I hear a lot of people say it's over with, when we were in lockdown, but I still think that we're in lockdown. But anyways, let me get to the topic. Definitely, I love that. Half free, half stuck at home. Thanks for sharing. But as far as rejection, sometimes like in a relationship, if you've been in a relationship for a long time and they end up breaking your heart, or even if you just like started dating and they just decided that you weren't their cup of tea, something kind of definite and hard. You actually might be too good for them. You actually might be too much for them. Sometimes, ladies, I know myself, I have very high standards of what I like. I've lived a great life and I've had different experiences. We have someone here that BTS, are my answers. BTS are my answers. Is that correct? I want to know what that stands for. Explain that, because I'm reading it a little wrong, I think. But she lives in London, I think she said, or the UK. And, I lived in Europe, and I just have different experiences than maybe some other Americans. And I might have different tastes than other men. Like they might not even have a passport. And I have to realize like not every man is for me. So you might actually be a little bit too much for them. They might not like the same things you like. You might like to try new things and do different experiences and travel, and they honestly might not have a palette for different experiences like you do. I want to read some of these comments before I go on. Honestly, I wish you so much peace, love, and happiness during these times. Thank you so much. And I wish the same for you and everyone that's listening. I would encourage you guys to keep this page going, to buy badges. You can buy them there for like 99 cents to whatever else you want. They are It's up to you. It just helps support my page, and I really appreciate it. I'm going to just like spread my little sage around so we can clear the air before we really get started. But my first step is simply this. You have to understand that God's rejection is sometimes God's protection, and sometimes that person might not be right for you. And you have to remember, if you're like younger and you're just in love with a guy, let's say, and he doesn't like you back, you have to remember, like in 8 years, he could be bald. So don't get too hung up on this guy that you think is perfect. In 8 years, you don't know if he's going to be healthy. You don't know if he's going to be like even cute or even have the same body that he has. Of course, that's all exterior, but don't get hung up on that. And also, like I said, he might not be your type. You might like to travel and have luxurious taste, and they might not like to travel, or they just might just like to try like their mom's cooking and they don't like to try anything else. Or he might be secretly gay and he's not telling you what his preference is. Because I can imagine a guy liking me, but not liking me, excuse me. But there was a time in my life where I was so sad over a breakup that I couldn't get out of bed. And I'm so ashamed to say, but I have to share this right now because this happens to a lot of us and we don't talk about it. You know, I was so down on myself that I thought the guy that I was gonna marry, didn't like me, he didn't want me, he dumped me. And this is something that no one ever talks about, and I'm here to share that right now. I am so sorry that I wasted even a day in bed thinking about a guy. Because of all the things that I had to offer, I was wasting time. What I should have done is get out of the bed, go out, get my hair done, get my nails done, look good, go out with my friends, and meet someone else. I think while you're dating, if he doesn't have a ring on your finger, you should always be just networking, making friends, mingling, not necessarily dating anyone. You want to be honest, but you should always have, friends so that you can really know what you're looking for. And until that man makes up his mind about you, then you should not be giving all of your heart, all of your talents, all of your skills and cooking for that guy and doing everything that a wife would do if he hasn't decided that he is in fact your husband. So always be cognizant of that. But let me know if you guys can hear me. If you feel upset about a guy rejecting you for more than a half a day, then I would really say work on some of your, increasing your self-esteem, I should say. So focus on your assets. And I'm not talking physically, just physically. I'm talking about your financial assets. Make sure that you can create some of your hobbies into income streams. I'm a Capricorn, so I'm always going to talk about money. It's very important. And I think that if you do what you love, then you'll always be happy. So if you really love to, create artwork, sell your artwork on Etsy. You can do things like that. Whatever you love to do, turn your hobby into an income stream. I can also say that, what else do I love to do? I love roller skating, so I just got into roller skating. So I'm actually selling t-shirts on Etsy that say Skate Queen. And I've sold some on Etsy, so go check out my Etsy, Real Talk Tina. Just do what you love, and that can bring in income to create experiences in your life. So you want to create new experiences. If you love cooking or maybe you don't know how to cook, take a cooking class. If you love to travel, maybe book a flight solo to a place that you've never been. Do I have anyone here that has traveled, to an exotic place? I've been to Greece. And let's say you went to a beautiful place with your boyfriend that rejected you. And unfortunately, you always think about that place. Let's say Greece, for example. I went to Greece and a boyfriend took me there, and it was horrible. The reason why it was horrible is because he treated me horribly. And now I always think about Greece as a place where love doesn't work. So what I need to do for myself is book a trip to Greece and go there and create new experiences, take beautiful pictures, do the things that I never got to do, even if it's by myself. Go by yourself. I think that's a great way to create fun new experiences and put yourself as a priority. Have you guys ever experienced breakup at all, or rejection? I want to hear some of these stories. I don't want to talk if you guys don't have any experiences, but yeah, so also you don't know what their problems or issues are. For example, I did have a boyfriend that was too afraid to show his real true feelings, and he couldn't connect his actions with his feelings, for example. Like, he would say he didn't care, but then he would do like the most caring things for me. So I went to go meet his family, and he would say, I'm not taking you to my family because I'm introducing you as a potential like long-term mate or a future wife. I'm just taking you to my family to see if they like you or not. And so I dumped him. I was like, you know what? You, first of all, are not in touch with your feelings, and you don't have feelings. And if you do, you don't know where they are. And the next week, he was over my house and saying how he wanted to marry me. I have a comment coming in. I've actually never been in a relationship, funny enough. But this is going to be such a good advice for my future relationships. Wait, how old are you? Not to shame you. I think you can have your first relationship at any age. I wish I had waited a little bit longer to have my first relationship, to be honest. Let's see here. So we dated we have another comment from Sharita, sells home. Oh, you're in real estate. Let me know what territory you're in. We dated for 6 weeks and things were really good. And then he fell off and ghosted me. See, this happens. And I think that this is a true example of God's protection. Like, I just feel that, there was something going on in his life, whether he had a wife or a girlfriend in another state, we never know. You never know what it is, but it was definitely God's protections. My feelings are hurt, but I'll get over it, yes. And I think your feelings shouldn't be hurt that much because you don't know what he has going on. Usually when guys leave like that, there's a reason. Like, he probably does have another relationship, to be honest with you. I know that doesn't make anyone feel any better. But when he kind of just like ghosts you, he's probably dating multiple women or he's cheating, and he just decided like not to get caught and go back to his relationship that he was already in. So that was God's protection because he doesn't want you to be heartbroken later. And now you have the freedom to meet who is for you and actually available. Another thing that I do after a breakup. Oh, so you're in Atlanta. That's wonderful. I actually do want to move to Atlanta. I'm really looking at some places just to rent for now in Atlanta. I want to move to Atlanta so bad. So let me know like what part of town you're in or what territory that you work in Atlanta. I know it's a big place. So, and BTS says that she's 19. Oh, okay. So when was my first relationship? Just so I know. I remember, oh my gosh, I think my first relationship was in high school with a guy who I met on AOL. Do you remember? You probably don't remember AOL. It's like when you had that startup internet that made that little sound, that shh. I can't even remember what it sounded like, but there was like these little chat rooms, and he went to a school in Detroit. I was in the suburbs, and we met at the movies. And he was like my Detroit guy, and I absolutely love him. Okay, so Sharita sells home. She actually works all over. ATL is super crowded right now, but come on. The thing I don't love about Atlanta is the traffic, and that traffic scares me so much. If I moved to Atlanta and I had to live like close to everything so I could just literally walk places or take the train, because I'm not trying to deal with that traffic. This is so cute. That is so cute. Oh yeah, my little relationship. But my parents, do not tell my parents if you see them on the street, like that I had a boyfriend in high school. They would definitely be upset. Like they had no idea what I was doing on the internet. So anyways, I really loved him, and he actually rejected me, and I was like way too much for him. He was scared to come to the suburbs. He was scared to visit me. I always had to visit him. I had a car at like 16. So anyways, I just felt that was my first rejection. Thank you for bringing that back to me. Now I can remember, what I felt. And even in this recent breakup that I had, it's like I'm working on my body. And that's important to do. When I had this breakup, I went to go work out in like a group fitness kind of class, and my body changed so much. Like I felt so good about myself. Nobody could tell me anything about myself. I felt so cute after this like training class that you couldn't tell me anything. Like I was not even sad anymore because I know I look good. And then also I took some training classes, and that's when I went in to get my license. This was about like 5 years ago, maybe more. But I think I was getting my real estate license at that time. So I was really focusing on getting some of my credentials together. I was focusing on my career and just really like finding myself and improving myself. I was reading a lot of books. I love audiobooks. I don't know if you guys read books or like read physical books. Or like do audiobooks, but I love audiobooks. I love to listen to audiobooks like in my bed, or when I had a car in Charlotte, I was driving my little Mercedes and I would put in my little CDs and listen to my books there. So I love audiobooks. So always improve yourself and focus on yourself. And honestly, the rejection will not feel as harsh, and the faster rejection goes away, I think the more you feel more confident about yourself. To be honest, I wasn't at the most confident place in my life when I had a breakup, because I think that relationship took a toll on me emotionally. So the last step I want to do before I end this is just to say what I do for my affirmations. And it's simply this. I write in my diary, I have a diary actually, and if you want a manifestation journal or diary, you can go to my Etsy page. It's called Real Talk Tina on Etsy. And I sell manifestation journals where you can write your dreams down as if they're happening. So let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. If you want to manifest your first boyfriend, or if you want to manifest your husband, you say it as if you already have it. And this is what I kind of wrote down as an example. So write down your gratitude list for the things that you want to have in your mate as if you already have them. For example, I'm looking at my notes. You can say, God or the universe, whoever you believe in, thank you so much that my husband is healed, he's happy, he's positive, he's God-fearing, he's trustworthy, he's fun, he's intelligent, he is emotionally intelligent, he's giving to me, he's caring to me and loyal, he puts me as a priority, he likes to have fun and do fun things, but also he loves to stay at home just as much. We keep each other healthy and fit by exercising together, and we eat well. He's extremely attracted to me and vice versa. We love to have magical time together in the bedroom, yada, yada, yada. He's ambitious and successful. We start businesses together that impact the community in a positive way. He's great with money and can communicate his emotions and communicate well with me. And if you say that and read it every night before you go to bed, I guarantee you that the man that you want will come into your life, and it'll be everything that you always dreamed of. So if you have any more questions, definitely hit me up. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Go to my Etsy channel, Real Talk Tina. Follow me on YouTube too, Real Talk Tina. And I just love meeting you guys. This is right on time. Thank you so much, Sharita Sells Homes. I will look you up if I come to Atlanta. I want you to show me around, show me your listings, show me your houses, all that good stuff. And I hope to talk to you guys soon. And I can't wait for the next time I do a live. Have a wonderful Tuesday night. Bisous. Thank you so much, Tina. Love you. Love some real talk always. Thank you for attending. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.